Oh, I don't know if you guys see me or not. I'm downtown Washington, D.C. I have bad reception or something down by the Lincoln. But see this boarded up thing? A lot of downtown is boarded up. I guess they're thinking of riots after the elections or something like that. Here, look on the other side of the street. See the boarded up? Yeah, a lot of retail places are boarding up. And it's what, Monday, so we got 2 more days to the election. so it'd be interesting. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. Most of our lives will still be screwed up trying to get out of this, malaise called the economy. And how you going to get out of that sucker? That's the main problem. That's why the title, I mean, what people don't realize, there's agencies that are set up all over the country to help you solve your financial problems, right? In other words, most of us, when we want to solve a financial problem, we're going to go to Google and find something to help. And you're not going to find these agencies because they're not set up that way. And you have to know where they are, kind of thing, what to ask for. And that's the key. And that's why when I get home, I'll put in how to find those 6 agencies where you are. They're in every county, every city. They have these agencies, but they're all by weird names. And if you don't want to wait until I get back to put them in the description of this video, I have it in the video also. The video I just did. I just did one on rent grants. And so that's the video right before this. Go in the description and download those reports in there. They're free, and they teach you how to find these 6 agencies. Okay? In other words, to me, that's what the government is. I mean, right or wrong, I don't know if they should have these or not. The thing is, they're there, and if you have a financial problem, you should know about them to see what they can do. Now, of course, like anybody, any lawyer can't solve every legal problem. Any banker can't solve any money problem. And so every government agency that says they're there to help you with financial problems, they can't serve it all. They can't guarantee that they're going to fix every problem you have. So, but what you're obligated to do, I think, is to check, particularly if they're free. Man, it sounds nuts not to do. So it takes you a half hour, an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, or whatever to check these 6 offices, because the best way to do it is to call, and see what they have. Try to find somebody. If nobody answers, then try to get through to somebody, to get an email address, to get them so that you could leave them information that you need help. Okay? And there, theoretically, like everything, in theory it works. Ask the Wright brothers. That plane will go up, but only go up for like 10 seconds or something. But the theory was there, and they worked on it. So the same way with this kind of help that's out there, they're there. They get paid grant money. They're on the payroll to help people who are in financial trouble, to help them find money. To help them find other services for free, to help them, clear up their debt, pay their bills or whatever, find a better job, find a place to live. All these things that, we all suffer through and try to fix for ourselves. They're there to solve that problem. And sometime and these same offices, 6 offices, have been around as long as I've been doing this work. They're not brand new. These are offices that have been there since I started doing this work in the 70s. They've all been there then. And now they're needed more. The 80s was boom, the 90s boom. Yeah. And now we're stuck. So, and that's why if they're busy, hell, just wait in line, wait on the hold or whatever, and just wait till somebody can help you. And see what they do. And then when you get somebody, don't be pissed off because you got a shitty life. These people have to talk to angry people like you every day, all day long. So what you have to do is remember that when you finally get them on the phone, and ask them for help and what's available. And see, what's now, to me, why they're so important is there are so many new programs popping up all over, and grant programs to solve financial problems. Every day there's dozens, hundreds, or whatever, depending on where you live. And they're hard to keep up on, and you won't find them in Google because they're not there long enough for you to find them. So, but if a community, that means a county, a city, or something like that, decides it wants to help members in their community with something, you know, the people who are in business, like these people, to help people find out about this stuff, will know about it even before Google. So that's why it's important. Oregon, doesn't matter. I don't know why people keep asking me about separate. Actually, the real answer is I'm not sure. But these programs are all over. And I keep getting, you know, when I talk about a program, like I just did one on San Antonio or no, El Paso or somewhere in Texas. and it was a great program, and it's still there. And what they do, their new program, and it's brand new, because now it doesn't matter how much money you make in order to get money to pay your rent or mortgage. So theoretically, you'd be a millionaire. Now, if they're giving it to a millionaire, that's going to piss me off a lot. But they do things like that because they got to follow the law. And so if the law said there's no income requirements, then theoretically millionaires are eligible. Also, and they just changed that. So in the last couple of days, they just changed that. So even millionaires are eligible. The other thing they changed is how much you're allowed to get. It was only a couple $1,000s. Now it's unlimited. Unlimited, with unlimited income. I mean, it's crazy. You can't say, you know, everybody says, well, government does this, government does that, government whatever. Whatever you say about the government, you're probably right, and you're wrong. Because it may be right somewhere. Other places, okay, a lot of us know, hey, sweetie pie, okay, now if you weren't at the beginning, I'll tell you how to start. When I get back, it'll take me about an hour or two or more to get the link under the description in this video. But if you're not a Let's Go Help member, because a Let's Go Help member, just go in Let's Go Help and tell me where you live, and I'll get you the sources there. If you're not, go, and you can't wait for another couple hours, go to my last YouTube video. And in the description is underneath the video, okay? And I have links to free reports that you could download that tells you how to find it. So that's the starting place. It's for anywhere, whether you're Jacksonville, Florida, or Oregon, or Scranton, anywhere. That tells you how to find those things. It's there. And also it tells you the techniques you have to use to get these. So that's why no matter what you're doing, you contact these 6 people. Spend more time doing that than going around in circles getting nothing on Google or listening to me bullshit. You got better things to do. And that's to look for real help to help you. And that's why these 3 things. Okay, now the worst that can happen is you get nothing. Okay, but now you've checked the boxes, and that's the important thing. You got your degree. You may have not gotten a job, but you have your degree. And so that's money in the bank, because you'll be able to know about these things forever. And you know that these are the places to start. Next month, another crisis happens. Okay, that's where you go. Somebody else you know has a crisis, in financial crisis or whatever. Another thing I'm going to write up soon is that the government they all have emergency money programs that have been there since the beginning of time. Now what they have is extra emergency money programs because people are in such financial trouble. And they're doing, local elected officials are going through all kinds of hoops to try to get those funds replenished. And see, they haven't finished using all the initial stimulus packages. That's right, and they're just coming out like today, yesterday, the day before, tomorrow, next week. They'll still be spending that, and they'll come out local packages that you won't even know about. You know, because you don't read those stuff that who would want to, where they announce this. So you have to do that. And then also in the download, I show you how set up your own alerts so you find out about these things before anybody else, because that's what you have to start doing. What you do is you contact each one of these 7 offices or 6. I tell you the truth, I forget. I got so many, the 6th of, the 5 of, the 7 of. And you contact, okay, and try to talk to these people. Try to engage them so you know exactly how the system works, when's the best time to do things, where else. This is the most important thing to ask people. Where else should I go? Because they're helping people like this all the time. So they know other places if there are. Now again, even if all these say no, that doesn't mean it's no forever. No. It's like getting a date or getting a job. Everybody you ask says no. You go to the logical places first. And if they don't want to hire you, you still have to look. In the same way with this, looking for money. If these 6 places who are set up to give you money make sense that you get it, but who knows what each requirement and budget is and everything. You have no control over that, but you do have control over what you do. And if you don't call and contact these people, then you're giving up already. So you have to go and check possibilities. And that's what I do. And see, the problem is, to me, is that you can't find possibilities on Google because there's a trillion, actually a couple billion. And that's, you're overwhelmed. And the possibilities aren't even possibilities because you won't find the possibilities. The only things you're going to find is people want to sell you something. You know, and that's not a possibility to me if you don't have any money or very little or whatever. No, you don't want to do that. That's why you have to learn how to use the Google to do that. And you can, and that's one of the 3 videos I tell you. I show you where these 5 places are, or 6 or whatever it is I talked about. I tell you how to treat the people when you call. And third is how to set up your alert system. You know, so every day you'll find out about these new programs before they're even become available to the public. You know, and to me, that's the strategy to surviving. In other words, if you were looking for a job, you want to go to all the people who are hiring now, and then keep up so you know, hey, who's going to hire tomorrow? Because I'll be still unemployed and want to know if they're hiring. so who's giving out money tomorrow? And when they announce they're giving out money, you want to know about it. Like, hey, that job's open up. You want to know to apply there because it just opened up, or it's going to open up next Friday. So you want to be the first in line on Friday to apply for that job. So it's the same way with these, with the money that they give out. Is there are notices, because it's all public information. This is public. The government is public. You and I own the government. They don't act like that, but that's the law. So in theory, they have to make all this public information. So the people who vote for these things to happen in your county, city, or state, you know, then somebody will write that up and it'll pop up in the, you know, a small little a note somewhere in Google. And if you have an alert, you'll find that out that, yeah, they voted today to pass this law that will go to $15 million to home-based businesses. Yeah. Oh, wow. And they're gonna start accepting applications next Monday at 9 a.m. Wow, okay. So if that was a job and you're looking for a job, you would want to be there, right? At 9 a.m. So that's what you have to think about in using these kinds of sources too. It's the same thing. And you can't sit home and hope that a job comes to you, right? I mean, maybe it happens to people, but it's probably not going to happen to you. It never happened to me. So most of us, that's not going to happen to. So you have to go pound on those doors, knock on those doors, you know, talk to those people who are in the business of helping people for free, and ask them for ideas. See, this is the first time you're going through this, I would hope, or maybe not. But these people see maybe 50 of people like you every day and hear what they do and how they solve the problems and what else is out there. See, they're your best source, man. They're the best source, particularly where you live. I don't know every city, like people say Jacksonville. I don't think I've ever been to Jacksonville. Actually, I was once. But all I know is the process and what organizations in Jacksonville are, by law, have to help people who have financial problems, okay? So now I show you where to find those agencies, what they are, how to find them, because it's all public information. Then you have to contact them. Hey, what do you got? I'm screwed. And see what they say. And they say, well, Lesko told you this. He's full of baloney. Don't believe him. Yeah, I had a feeling that he was like that. Can you suggest anywhere else that may have this kind of help? And that's the way you do it. And then you act as human as possible. People want to help human beings. They don't want to help digits and robots and all that kind of stuff. So you want to be a human being. So download that report. I'll get it on this video in a few hours. Go back to the video I just did a couple hours ago. In the description section, you download that and just contact every one of those suckers. Every one of them. If you're a member of Let's Go Help, then just leave a discussion. Tell me what state you're in, and we got them there. Okay? Okay, looking forward to it. Thank you, Helen. Who else here? Rachel, One Horse Town, I think one street back in the woods. That's okay. You have a state. Every state, your One Horse Town will have the same thing. It just will probably be, you have one office covering many towns. That's what it is. But everybody has the same. Doesn't matter how many horses you have. Yeah. Who else here? Let's go. Check for personal page for your surprise. What's the personal page? Checking it out now. Checking it out. New Jersey. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Jersey's loaded with this stuff. There's more millionaires in New Jersey, I think, than any other state. Maybe we can have you as an advisor for a nonprofit. Happy to show you where, the best places. I have a report. If you remember, Let's Go Help, send you the report about the 10 best places to start. If you're not sure, here are some places to start. Is your Matthew Lesko Facebook page? No, not Matthew. It's Let's Go Help is where that is, and that's a closed Facebook group. Let's Go Help. That's where I do all the research and helping people. And if you're interested in that, it is www.letsgohelp.com. And yeah, the Facebook Matthew Lesko, I don't even know what the heck it is. I got deleted for some reason. Oh, April, from where? April. Send me an email, letsgofreeradio.com. I'll get Mary to straighten it out. And if not, then beat on me. 24 hours you don't hear. And this old man forgot. President, you need to run next. Ooh, you have to wake up and do something everybody else tells you to do. That sounds dreadful. Hugs. Oh, who's that? Sandy. Hi, Sandy. Thank you. I appreciate any sweet words you have, man. We're all insecure. We're all struggling. 55 seconds per mile. Split pace. 26 minutes. 46 seconds per mile. Words are kind words are a wonderful gift to give somebody, and I will accept them graciously, believe me. And I appreciate every vowel. Christopher Anthony Stewart, 3:30 where you are. Was that late already? Oh my God. Okay, this is U Street. This is a commercial district that popped up during the Obama administration. When the Obama administration came here, 150,000 millennial kids came in to work for Obama, and they all hung around here, and it's nightlife. It's 200 new restaurants in the last 10 years popped up here and everything. How you feel? Yeah, I've been walking almost a week now, I'm doing about 7 miles today, so it's been pretty good. And but then I had to go sit somewhere, and I sat for a long time, and I had to rest. I couldn't walk the next day. But now, as long as I walk or lie down, my knee is fine, and it's getting better every day. So I'm almost fully mended. I'm probably about 90% kind of thing, and have to be careful of sitting in anything but walking and lying down. And that's about it. I can work in bed lying down. That's what I do all day. And I go out and walk for a few hours. So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah, well, fitness, I think, ooh, chocolate thunder. That sounds interesting. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, so all these restaurants here, see this commercial? Yeah, it's pretty hip, this whole nightlife. The people hanging around here are less than half my age. Oster Bowflex, what's that? Okay, guys, well, thank you again, and be back soon. Yeah, I'm very grateful having the opportunity to do this, and it helps people. Nothing better in life. So thank you very much. It's only because of you, not me.